Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a very different kind of video. I've never done this before, but I thought it would be so fun to go back and look at my old journals and see how my style has changed. So right here in front of you, I have my first ever journal, my 25th journal, and my 50th journal, and I figured it would be so fun to kind of like compare the different spreads, see how my style has changed, talk about how my journaling process has changed, and I just feel like this could be a really interesting video, so I hope you guys enjoy. Now, as a bit of backstory, I started journaling in this journal on June 7th in 2020, and I'm currently working in this journal right here, and today is March 29th, 2024. So by June of this year, it will have been 4 years of me daily journaling, which is just absolutely insane to think about. Like, I can't even process it sometimes. I think that is so crazy. And I've just been so grateful for journaling over these past 4 years. I feel like it has done so much for me. It has allowed me to be creative and to like kind of compact my whole life into these journals, and I'm just so grateful for it. And so here is my first journal. Like I said, this is a journal from Dollarama. It usually goes for nowadays $3.75. I think it was like $3 when I was buying it in 2020, maybe like $2.75. But yeah, you know, inflation, whatever. So this is a wood grain journal. You guys know I love these journals so much. I think I've completed like 10 of them, which is crazy. This is a journal that I picked up from Montreal when I was on my high school graduation trip. I got it for like $5, and I don't know the brand of it because it doesn't say it anywhere. Like, I think it might be on this page right here, but I glued the pages together, so I don't know what brand this is, but I love this journal. I loved how chunky it got. Like, it was just so nice and square, and the paper quality of this was also amazing, so I love that. And then here we have a paper shower journal. This is from Zenny's shop, which I will link down below if you're interested. And this is my current journal. It's not completely finished yet, but I have gotten through quite a bit of it, and I'm kind of excited to flip through these 3 journals and show you guys how things have changed. So I figured we could kind of go down, memory lane. Look at how chunky this journal is. I used to decorate with so much paper. Like, I love how colorful it is here on the top and on the side. And honestly, I love a chunky journal. For some reason, this one, it's really only chunky on the top and bottom. And I think it's because I used to layer a lot of paper on the top and then right in the middle. And I don't really do that anymore. But here, it's titled Creative Journal by Valerie Ho, started June 7, 2020, and I don't do my cover pages like this at all anymore. I don't like write my name on it. You guys will see how I do them nowadays, but it's so interesting because back then I would really just rip up small pieces of paper and decorate the edges, and that is just so interesting to me. Like, I would rip up really tiny pieces of paper. Then again, when I first started this journal, it was pretty much peak COVID time. And so I really had nothing better to do. So I was doing a lot of journaling. I had a lot of time to make these spreads. Nowadays, life is a little bit different. But we'll get to that when we get there. We started off with this little card that says, "Let's stay home." This is from Planner Monkey Co. And of course, like I said, it was peak COVID. So, that's why I use that. And then here, I actually used to write so small, and I think I did it on purpose. And nowadays I just kind of let my writing flow. And like here, I was purposely trying to write neat, and I'm sure it gets a little bit bigger, like as you can see, as like the journal kind of goes on, and especially in my later journals. But back then I was really trying to keep it nice and neat, but I don't really do that anymore. And I figured we could read this about me together. It says, "Okay, well, here goes. I'm starting this creative journal on June 7th, 2020, in the middle of a pandemic and global movement. I'm 17 and in my 3rd year of high school," which is crazy because I'm now in my 3rd year of university. "I love to read, craft, and watch Netflix. My favorite shows at the moment are Grey's Anatomy, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Jane the Virgin, and Dynasty. I miss my life working at Chat Time, hanging out with friends, going out without a mask, and life is so unknown, but I'm not afraid. Uncertain, yes, but unafraid, and I have a good life. I'm hoping that this journal will spark creativity." So yeah, I feel like I was really trying to be introspective here, but I think it's really cute to look back on, and the fact that this was when I was in my 3rd year of high school and I'm in 3rd year university is so freaking crazy to me. But back then, I also didn't have the collection of stationery that I have now. So I would kind of pull together things that I thought matched really well. So we have this like moon tape, this little star sticker, and then this moon post-it. And it was just me trying to make a hodgepodge of like whatever stationery I had to make cute matching spreads. And so we have like a few spreads here at the beginning. I started doing my daily spreads. I think here I also wrote about me starting to do fitness in quarantine, which was crazy. And my bookish spreads used to look so different. Again, I didn't really have like a consolidated style, so I would just kind of do whatever. Here I layered a bunch of like paper that I thought matched the Tower of Dawn book cover. And honestly, I feel like I used to be so much more creative back then than I am now. Like, I would really have to use my mind to pull together different elements that I had to make cute spreads. But I think this is so pretty. It says it was agony and despair and fear. It was joy and laughter and rest. It was life, all of it. And I just love that I pulled together like this little gold washi with these little gold stars. This is like a border of a sticker sheet that I just cut up and used because I love the gold. And it was just like such a unique way of me journaling. And I'm kind of sad that I don't really do that anymore. Here we have some like washi samples and little stickers that I pulled together. And the fact that I would only write one page and nowadays I write at least two is crazy. Like I'm so used to writing about my day that I can write so much more now. And it feels way less forced than when I used to write at the beginning here. And I don't really want to flip through like too much and reveal anything crazy, but we just like, as you can see here, I was using the most random things to decorate and I would rip up my pieces of paper into such small bits. It's so funny to look back on. This was Friday, June 12th. Here was my spread for the book Kingdom of Ash, which I wrote down all the pages I cried. I wrote some quotes here. My favorite quote is "You do not yield." And I just like, I don't know how to express how like nostalgic it makes me to look back at these journals and remember the time where I was making these spreads. Like quarantine was such a crazy time. I had so much time on my hands to journal. And I think that's part of why these spreads are so much more elaborate than the ones I do now. Even though I do think I prefer the style of my current journal spreads, but like looking back at this definitely makes me really happy. And then I just like want you guys to see all the color that was in here because it's absolutely insane. You can kind of see some more. Oh, these were like when I got some new washi tapes, I would do this little like swatch page, which I thought is really cute. There's something else I think I wanted to share. Where is it? Okay, maybe I lost it. But I swear there was another page that I had bookmarked. But anyway, like I just feel like I used to put so much color into my journal, which is so cute. And I kind of wish I did that more now. Maybe that can be a goal for the future. But like also looking at these bookish spreads right here, this was for, I believe, Cinder and Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. And like, I just collaged so many different papers stuck together, like just random ephemera bits that I thought matched kind of like the theme of the story. And it's so cute to look back on. Like, it just makes me so happy. And my style looks nothing like this nowadays, but I just think is very cool. Like, wow, I was so young when I was writing all this and making these. Like right here, I have a spread for Happily Ever After by Kiera Cass and what's it called? Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. And I was really just pulling together anything I had. Like I cut up these little bits of poems and this says Ebb and Flow, a song emerges, which is so perfect for the book. And I really like took my time to find little bits and pieces that I could use to make a spread that really matched the book. And even here I had this like music composition paper and I just drew some random notes on it to make it look like real sheet music, and I just think that is so fun. Oh, I do remember what I wanted to show you guys. Basically, this spread I remember was one of my favorites. Sorry, unrelated to what I was talking about before, but this was for the book, oh my god, it's a Morgan Matson book and I can't remember the title. It's about like the friend who goes missing. Unexpected Everything, I believe. And then like she had like a list of things that she wanted her to do, and I made a little part or like a little section for each thing of this to-do list that her friend had left her, like kiss a stranger, go skinny dipping, steal something, and she stole a sign that says Sloan loves Ferris, break something, she broke some sunglasses, Penelope, ride a darn horse, you cowpoke, ask for Mona, the backless dress and somewhere to wear it, dance until dawn, so I had this little like sunset sticker, share some secrets in the dark, hug a Jamie, apple picking at night, sleep under the stars with this little tent and these little golden stars. And there's just so much thought that went into these spreads, and I just love looking back at them. Like this spread I also loved for Amy and Roger's epic adventure or epic road trip or whatever the book is called. And then I recently just saw this when I was flipping through the journal and getting ready to make this video for you guys. But I wrote in one of my spreads, if I could find it, that would be great. Anyway, here's the page that I was looking for. And basically here I was talking about manifesting me and my friend Rachel going to university together. I'd really been hoping that she would go to Queens with me. So I wrote, I'm manifesting that Rachel and I will go to Queens together and room together in university. Hey, future me, did that happen? Yes, you went to uni together for Con Ed, which is the program that I'm in. No, Rachel hates you and she doesn't want you in her life, or she's studying business, and then other. Which I think is just so funny because Rachel didn't end up going to the same university as me. She's studying business at Western. But I just think that's so funny. And I recently, like literally today, just went back and checked that off and wrote the date that I filled it out, which I just think is so funny to look back on. And yeah, this journal is so different from my journal style right now. And it is just so crazy to think how my style has evolved over the years. Anyway, let's take a look at journal number 25. Like I said, this was a journal that I picked up on my grad trip in Montreal. And already looking at this first page here, I'm obsessed with it. I love how I decorated this with the old Polaroids and then this little reminder here with volume number 25 on the top and bottom. I just think that is so cute. Here is how I started my journals, which is much more in line with how I'm starting and like finishing my journals now. I'll usually do a card on the left side and then my little start date page on the right side. Super cute. And then some spreads that I wanted to share were this one right here. We have a little book spread. This was for one of the, what's it called? A Good Girl's Guide to Murder books. I don't remember which one, but I definitely kind of moved away from that style where I decorated the whole edge and then like wrote the quote on the inside. I more so translated to doing like some paper scraps on the top and bottom, some stickers, and then a little quote in the middle, which actually is different from how I'm doing my spreads nowadays. So I'll show you guys that when I get to it. But that's kind of a bookish spread that I was doing at this time and the kind of style that I was following. And I also liked to follow, or like, I really also did spreads a lot like this where I would print out some photos and then make a spread using some stickers from like small shops, because in this period of my life I was doing a lot of Instagram things and like I was repping for a lot of sticker companies, and so I would use these stickers in these spreads and then post these spreads to Instagram, and so I don't do that anymore, so I don't really make these spreads with the photos anymore, but I love looking back at them. I think they also took a lot of work and I love how they always turned out. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Basically, in this 25th journal, I went to go see Sour Tour by Olivia Rodrigo. Seriously, best night of my life. And the journal pages that came out of it were absolutely stunning. We have this one of me and my outfit on a little Polaroid with some confetti from the concert. I love that it said like, thanks for coming to the Sour Tour. And I want it to be like messy. Like, I hold this confetti so dear in my heart and I'm so glad I have a place to put it. I also printed out a little like receipt of the album. And then here are photos of me and my friend Chloe, as well as the photos from Toronto Night 2 that they had posted on Instagram. I think it was either Livy's HQ or Olivia herself, but like these photos are so cute, and it just makes me so sentimental to look back on this and also know that I'm going to Guts World Tour tomorrow, which just a crazy coincidence. I'm looking back at this journal right now, but I love how these photos turned out. I love how these spreads turned out. I can't even explain to you how much it means to me to have these memories here and have this beautiful spread of photos. Like, I'm obsessed with it. So happy. And it's crazy that in my 25th journal, I was going to Sour Tour, and in my 50th, I'm going to Guts, which is just, I can't stop smiling thinking about it. Anyway, starting somewhere in my journal journey between journal 1 and 25, I started doing monthly cover pages. So here we have a little monthly cover page for May, and I'm obsessed with this cover page. I think it's so stunning. These stickers are from, who's it? Hedgehog's Den, and I just think they're so pretty, and I love like the blue and the beige here. I think it's stunning, so love that. And then another spread I wanted to show you guys was here when I was making my 850 subscriber spread. I think I started pretty early on making these like 50 subscriber milestone pages. Basically, every 50 subscribers I gain on YouTube, I make a little spread to commemorate, and they all kind of look about the same. I used to use washi and like decorate paper numbers, but I don't really have time for that anymore, so I'll usually just cut out numbers out of scrapbook paper, but I still think it's a really cute idea. And so we have 850 subscribers here, and I believe in this journal, I hit my 2,000 subscriber mark, which is just so amazing, and I'm so happy that I get to share my journaling experience with you guys here on my channel. Anyway, just as a quick flip through of this journal, again, not as much color and not as much bulk as my original style, but I really love, like, I feel like around this time, like my 25th-ish journal is where I really started to consolidate my style, and I just love how this journal turned out. Anyway, let's get into my most current journal. This is number 50, like I said, and so let's take a look. Super cute little volume 50 page here. And then recently in my journals, probably the past, I don't know, 10, 15 journals, I've really been trying to incorporate more drawing into my journals, which has definitely made my journals thin out a lot because I'm not bulking it up with like layering paper on top of each other. But I just think it's so cute, and it's really a way for me to just doodle. I think it's really fun. I'm not the best like drawing artist, but I can make cute little spreads like this. So I started this journal on March 3rd of this year. I feel like this is super, super cute, and I love the bright colors of this. Some spreads that I wanted to show you. We just have some like daily pages here. super cute, just a lot of washi and stickers to decorate. And I feel like my most current style of daily spreads that isn't just washi is to put 3 pieces of like scrap paper or paint samples or just like 3 colored papers on the corners and stick a sticker on top. I do that a lot nowadays in my journal, and I feel like that's really just my favorite style. It adds a lot of color to the page and I can use up my stickers. And this is mostly for when I'm not feeling too lazy and I don't want to just use washi. And I think it always turns out super cute. And then we also have like just pages where I'm just using washi. These are days where I'm feeling lazy, and you know what? That's okay. Sometimes with school, it can just get so busy and I just need to use a little bit of washi to decorate. And the spreads always turn out stunning because washi is like the simplest but prettiest way to decorate, and I always love it. What else? Here we have an example of a recent bookish spread as well as some photos that I printed out. But here nowadays, I would say this is very much so my style for bookish pages. I will just write out a quote with my Crayola Super Tips, do a little drop shadow, and then maybe a few doodles without. So this was for the book Fourth Wing. And I believe, here is where I did my 2,000 subscribers spread. So you can see that I've kind of been keeping the same style, just with the little scrapbook paper numbers and then writing subscribers out under. I think it's just so cute, and I'm really glad that I can commemorate how much I appreciate you guys for subscribing and watching my videos. It seriously means the world. And I really hope you're enjoying this video. I'm having a lot of fun flipping through my old journals. Anyway, I would say that this is also a really cute example of a current bookish spread. I love how this one turned out. It was for the book Unsteady, and it says, I love Reese Koteski. Don't really know how to say this last name, and I'm learning that I do deserve him. And this is a book about a figure skater and a hockey player, so I have like a little hockey puck, a skate, and a little like MP3 player, which is something that's relevant to the story. And I just love how the spread turned out. You guys know, or probably know, that I love to do my little sparkles around it. And I just feel like the transition from this spread, or like from like these spreads here to this, is so different, but it just really shows like how much your journaling can change and how that is totally okay. Like I have as much love for this journal as I do for this one. Like they all just mean so much to me. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys a few other fun spreads that I've been doing. Like I said, I am going to Olivia's Guts World Tour tomorrow, so I've been kind of practicing my lyrics and trying to memorize all the songs. And so I decided, let me just make some cute spreads in my journal. So I've been writing out a bunch of lyrics for the for the songs in the set list order. So the first one is Bad Idea Right, but it's somewhere back there. Here we have Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl and Vampire. And I've just been doing a few little doodles around. Like I said, been trying to incorporate more doodles into my journals. And then I did my sparkles, of course, and I think this is such a fun way to commemorate the concert. And of course, I will have tons of pages about the concert itself. I seriously cannot wait. And you guys can definitely check out the vlog that I probably will have posted already about my Guts World Tour experience and how I journaled about it. But then we also have these spreads here, which is something that I started doing in my more recent journals. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water. But this is something that I've been doing in my more recent journals to commemorate making it halfway through a journal. Because honestly, I know that we all can sometimes get a little unmotivated when we're journaling. And I feel like making this cute little spread here where I get to use up a bunch of stationery that I don't normally use is super fun and a great way for me to use up my stash. And it just motivates me to keep going with the journal. And I think it's just like a fun little spread. Nothing like crazy, but that's something new that I've recently incorporated into my journaling style. And just the last page I want to show you guys is how I'm still incorporating ephemera into my journal. That's not really something I did in my first journal here, but I did do it in the 25th, and it's something that I'm still working hard to try to keep doing. I went to McDonald's recently and they had like the WcDonald's packaging, which was just some like promotion that they were running. And so I thought the packaging was super cute, so I stuck in my receipt as well as little parts of the paper bag into my journal. And I feel like that's a just like fun thing to include in your journal, and I'm a hoarder, so I just like to stick things into my journal. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed looking through my first, 25th, and 50th journal with me. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these videos in the future. I can compare a bunch of my wood grain journals or my paper shire journals. I think that would be super fun as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!